RuPaul, I quit YouTube. I don't want to be here no more.
No, I don't. Honestly, no. We don't have to vote tonight. I love y'all.
No,
No.
I'm going home.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
What's you doing?
What's going on, entertainment? So today I'm doing a video on All Stars 8 Drag Race. Okay, I know some of you guys wanted to hear my opinion on some of the stuff that has been happening throughout the season. I am a Drag Race watcher, okay? This has been some funny stuff that has gone down throughout this season. I think this season, it's being, okay, a lot of people feel like it's not as good as other All-Star season, but I think it's a little underrated, and it's only because people aren't used to a heavily competition type of environment when it comes to Drag Race. Everybody nowadays is want to play nice, okay, is want to play cool. They don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So I think this season kind of got a lot of people revved up. First, we're going to start off with the cast, and I'm going to rate these cast members 1 through 5 stars based on their performance, drag quality, and also storyline given this season. Okay, so first drag queen is Alexis. So Alexis, I'm gonna have to give a 3 out of 5, and the reason why is because I feel like Alexis was playing a little scared this season. Why? I don't know. I think she's scared because of Candy. I think she's really petrified that Candy will really put the hands on her. So she kind of, cowers anytime the pressure gets put on her. We'll get into that later in the video, you guys. But her drag quality, you cannot be denied. The reason why I took off 2 stars is just due to her playing it safe. Next drag queen we got is Jessica Wilde, 5 out of 5. To me, Jessica needs to win this season. If she does not win this season, I don't want it. Okay? Because I feel like she was one of the only cast members that has given us entertainment. The drag quality has been up there, and she's been deserving on some of the accolades she's gotten throughout the season. So Jessica to me gets a 5 out of 5. And it's really good to see that somebody from an older Drag Race season is being put on a newer season so that way she can get more limelight versus some of the girls that are been on the most recent seasons. Jimbo, I'm going to give a 4 out of 5. The reason why I took 1 star off is because she can't lip sync. And another reason why I took off a star is because I do feel like, if we're going to give it back, production loves them some Jimbo. They like some Jimbo. Like, it is what it is. Like, we can't really deny that. Like, Jimbo is their, baby. She's been back for 3-4 times. I mean, damn. She's going to be on probably Queens of the Universe next. Bet money. Watch. Candy, I'm going to give a 5 out of 5. And the reason why is because Candy knows how to do reality television. At the end of the day, Candy came into the mindset with playing either a Survivor type of game, a Big Brother type of game. She knew what she was getting herself into. And a lot of you girlies are getting really, really mad. Even though I didn't like what she did to Heidi, I get it. Because guess what? At the end of the day, it's a competition. So she gets a 5 out of 5. Plus, her drag quality was really, really good this season. Lala, to me, gets a 4 out of 5. And I'll let you guys know a little bit later why I took off a star. Lala Ree, to me, you can't not like Lala. If you don't like Lala, something wrong with you. But she, to me, was needed this season, and I think it's really good to see her come back and get the redemption that she deserves. So Kahana to me gets a 3 out of 5. And the reason why is because I feel like she victimized herself a lot this season. And not only that, a lot of the outfits that we saw this season were repetitive. It was like we were on the Vegas Strip every week on the runway, which there's nothing wrong with that. But when you have other queens of the competition showing variety and what they're wearing, it's kind of like, how is it fair that she's continuing to go week after week? And we have some girls actually showing variety, aka like a Jimbo, aka like a little bit of Lala, aka Jessica Wilde. Next queen we have is James. James, I'm going to give a 5 out of 5. And the reason why is because from what we've seen of her of season 9 to now, you got to kind of give the girl her props. Like, she really did come back and do her a big one. She wasn't as scary as she was on season 9 and as mute and as quiet. So she came back this season with a whole lot of confidence, and I feel like they kind of cut her a little bit too early. Heidi, I'm going to give a 3 out of 5. And the reason why is, girl, we all know why. You quit! Heidi shouldn't have quit. I think if Heidi not had quit, she would have won this season. Fashion, though, on point. That's why I would have given her a 3 out of 5. Darian, I'm going to give really a 4 out of 5 because we really didn't get to see a lot of Darian. Darian, I'm gonna give a 4 out of 5, and the reason why is we didn't get to see a lot of Darian. She did fall into the bottom pretty early, so that's why we give her 4 out of 5. I really would have liked for her to stay for some other reasons we're gonna talk about in this video. Okay, Naisha. Naisha, to me, sometimes I'll be liking Naisha, and then sometimes like, ooh, she comes across bitter a lot, and I feel like she comes across bitter to other queens that she feels that are succeeding more than she is because she's not at the place in her drag career that other drag queens are, and that kind of gets on my nerves because it gives like hater energy. So that's why I would give her a 3 out of 5. Okay, sorry. Monica, to me, we didn't get to see a whole lot of her. 5 out of 5 to be honest, because the girl is pretty AF. Okay, and one last person, Miss Kasha Davis, another 5 out of 5. I really wish she stuck around a lot more, so that way we could see a lot more of her personality throughout the season and her sobriety journey as well. All right, so let's get into the storyline. So, okay, the whole alliance aspect. I live for this because I'm a big Brother fanatic. Okay, I live for the alliance aspect of the whole season. We saw a whole lot of alliances dealing with Candy, Jimbo, and Heidi. I knew this wasn't gonna stay the moment Candy was in the alliance. Candy's out for self, and there's nothing wrong with that. People need to let that go. It is what it is. It's a competition. This isn't real world. This isn't a behind the scenes of their lives and they're just laughing around. Then you could get on her because she just started drama for no reason. But they're playing for $200,000. That's $100,000 more that they could take taxes off of, so they actually have some money to kind of bounce off of. Because think about it. After taxes, is $100,000 really that much? It's not. So I understood Candy's vitriol and playing the way that she was. It was sneaky though, and it was underhanded, but still. And I think the whole alliance aspect as well, it's really underplayed during the whole All-Star seasons. I feel like they don't play that hand enough throughout some of the past All-Star seasons, like the All-Star 6, All-Stars 5. They don't play the alliance game as much as they could, especially in the beginning of the seasons. They could really play that in there so that way we can get more drama, more storyline, and it could be a lot more interesting than them trying to play nice. What ruins that is the fandom. The fandom, to me, for Drag Race is extremely toxic. I thought Big Brother was bad. Y'all ain't got nothing on Drag Race. Like, to be honest, like, you guys, fandom is insane. I mean, it's a competition show. They're dressing in wigs and costume. It's already hard enough. Don't send these queens hate. Like, really? Damn. I will say, for another storyline, I feel like we're being pushed that Lala Ree has become this fashionista. I don't think she has. I feel like a lot of her drag still needs a lot more work, just from compared to some of the other queens that we've seen on the show. So I do feel like with some of these storylines, producers are trying to manipulate what we're seeing, and that's what I think is bothering. Lala Ree is not like a Shea Coulee. She's not like a Violet Chachki, and I feel like they're trying to push that onto us as we're not going to be dumb enough to like really believe it. But who cannot like Lala? So I don't think a lot of people minded it. It was just annoying that the producers are trying to convince us to see something that we clearly are seeing for ourselves in a whole nother way. So let's get to Candy lying. I knew Candy lied before the season aired. Okay, Candy's an easy read. You could read her easily. Had Candy really not said that, she would have gotten so angry, just how she did with to Tamisha Iman and her calling her arrogant, which Candy says that she wasn't trying to come off as arrogant. Imagine if Heidi just made this all up. Candy would have blew a gasket. Though you saw how Candy, even though she seemed a little pissed, you could tell she was like, damn, I got caught up. She knew she was lying. But it's a part of the game. That's what people fail to realize. I think people fail to realize that it's a competition, and that's why, you know, some of the queens get some of the hate that they do. And Alexis, I don't like you in this aspect, in this situation. I'll blame you partially for Heidi quitting. And the reason why is because you didn't pick a side. They asked you, weren't you there when you said that that Candy was going to come after Jimbo if Jimbo ever landed in the bottom, that she would send her home, which I'm like, okay, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what people don't realize. If Jimbo were to land in the bottom, and if I were Candy, I would send her home too, because you're my biggest competition. I want the money. I don't care about friends and all that at this point. It's a competition. We're gonna kiki and laugh afterwards. I'm gonna look out for you, feel me? So I got you. I got you. You feel me? But I wanna win. Like, it is what it is. Like, come on. So I don't see nothing wrong with Candy saying that, but if you get called out on it, why? This the thing too that Candy messed up on. Why would you bring it up? I would act like it didn't even exist. Because now you brought it up to the forefront and now you having people looking at you like a shady bitch. That's where Candy messed up. She should have kept it to herself and not really brought it up to the group, even though the group might have been, whispering about it, because they try to whisper, but, the workroom's oh too big where, they can hear everything everybody else is saying. She shouldn't have brought it up. But Alexis, you should have picked a side. At the end of the day, that's why I think that Candy was lying. Because the moment that Candy said, "Did I lie? Wait, I said that about Jimbo." Alexis said, "No." It's as if she saw a ghost. I said, "Damn, you saw the ghost of Candy. Whoop your ass." So you decided to lie. I feel like Heidi quitting though. She did it out of emotion, and I feel like she's went on several interviews and, did a little bit of press run. I think deep down she does regret it, even though she kind of claims that, she did what she wanted to right in the moment. I think it's something, had they, talked it over and she kind of ignored him for a little bit, she would have got past it and she probably would have won the season, to be honest. Let's get to Kahana quitting. Kahana wanting to quit. Listen, RuPaul got in that room so quick. He said, "Y'all not for the room. I'll show y'all quitting left and right, bitch. The fuck is this?" He said, "Come here, guys," and walked down them stairs. It says, "Kahana, do you really want to quit? Do you really want to do that?" Kahana's like, "No, I want to stand in competition for you." No. Listen, I don't know what Kahana was thinking that she was getting herself into. A lot of Drag Race, which I kind of hate that they do a lot of acting challenges. I don't like the acting challenges, and that's coming from somebody who's wanted to be an actor. I feel like they're corny. I feel like they're cheesy. I feel like they're rated incorrectly. They push a lot of people that they deem funny to the forefront because they're just funny in real life. So any character that they're put into, they're automatically, "Oh, that was hilarious, RuPaul." The typical RuPaul laugh. Like, that's kind of not fair. So I see where Kahana's coming from, but you know what you were getting in. You know that's how Drag Race is. It's like sewing challenge, acting challenge, sewing challenge, acting challenge, fashion challenge, acting challenge. Like, it's the same roundabout type of thing every season. So I was kind of confused as to why she got so frustrated the way that she did, to be honest, whether she was given the role that she wanted or not. Come on now. And also, let's talk about the eliminations. Alexis, to me, is scared of Candy, and that's why she eliminated Lala instead of Candy. It's obvious. It's obvious. Kahana, to me, I feel like was carried throughout a couple of eliminations. They sent her home instead of James because they felt that James was stiff competition. Okay? Like New York said, "I'm stiff competition." I feel like that's why they said.
All right, I wouldn't mind if New York went home.
You guys aren't going to talk about me like I'm not in the kitchen. I'm stiff competition.
If she were to ask me who do I think is going home, I would say that I don't
I'm not going
think
to tell you
that
to
you're going home.
sugarcoat it, but speed it up because I'm not going to give you all my energy. I'm going to eat my food and then get ready for eliminations
if
tonight.
I'd rather have you out of the picture. Like,
Her home. James, to me, was robbed because they were intimidated. And I wish we got to see Darian Lake's lip sync, because I'll never forget the lip sync that she did. When she did the "What's coming over me, what's coming over." Girl. With the titty shake, right? I wish we got to see that, but we didn't, sadly. All right. Also, let's talk about the fan games. Irrelevant, not needed. I don't get why we even have that done, to be honest. Uh, it's stupid. To me, the fan games would have made a lot more sense if they kept all the queens around and had them do it throughout the whole competition. Have us actually see them on the show instead of having us see clips online of what they're wearing and stuff. Let them still keep going like All-Star 7, but they're eliminated from the competition. That would have created even a lot more drama because the eliminated queens would have tried to influence the queens that were still in the competition on to who to send home. Let's talk about drama, mama. That would have been some good competition. Okay? My top 3 favorite lip syncs are The Boots Are Made for Walking. I know some people didn't like it, but I like it. Okay? Especially at the end. It reminded me of the Pussycat Dolls sung Tainted Love Live, and then they did and then you saw Robin old ass thinking that she was a Pussycat Doll. Still, she I like that lip sync. Another one I think was my favorite was Freakum Dress. Aja came and did her big one. She needs to stop doing those splits though because they're getting a little bit tired. We know you could do splits, girl. And then last but not least, Coconuts. Coconuts was really funny. The moment Jessica busted that chest open and her chimichangas were shaking, I loved it from that moment. It's a shame that Jimbo wasn't the one that ended up doing that lip sync with her, or was the one who did it instead of Jessica. So that, is a shame. So let's talk about Kahana versus Heidi. I said, ooh, I know Drag Race is going downhill if the girls are threatening to beat each other up, bitch. Kahana said, bitch, keep that same energy and shit when I see you. Okay? You better keep it in the streets when I see you. I said, Kahana, this is not Zeus, okay? You guys are drag queens. This is VH1. This is MTV. This is Viacom. They don't promote that type of behavior. Y'all better sit down. I think it was so wrong for Kahana to threaten her. I get how she felt with Heidi she feels as if Heidi was poking at her during Snatch Game. But once again, it's a competition. And I don't feel like Heidi was doing that on purpose to really piss her off. Because what would be the reason to do it to piss her off if you guys are friends or are cool? I feel like Kahana got her feelings about it. And she should really thank Heidi, to be honest, because she saved her another week instead of going home. The whole Twitter back and forth, that to me was a little bit too much. You threatening Heidi. The moment you hit Heidi, her gap gonna get bigger. That was unnecessary. Come on now. You fight somebody that's not even a fighter. I get if you was beefing with Candy, now that's a bitch that's gonna get with you. But Heidi, really, girl, come on. That's the easy W. Okay? So this season, I would have to give a 7 out of 10 stars due to the level of drag and drama displayed. But I took 3 stars off, because I feel like production manipulation and also lack of storyline arc. I feel like a lot of these girls were missing storyline arcs, and the seasons has felt, now that we're in top 4, longer than what it actually is. Okay, let me know what you guys think about Drag Race All-Star 6. I said All-Star 6, y'all. See, it's still in my mind. That's how good it was. The Drag Race All-Stars 8, what y'all thought about this season? Who are you guys' favorites so far? Who do you guys think is going to take that crown? In my opinion, the person who I feel like should take the crown is Jessica. And the reason why is because I feel like production never helped her. She, to me, did the best that she could throughout this season and gave us all that we wanted to see, from my opinion. I feel like Jimbo doesn't need the crown. I feel like she already has an imaginary crown given to her by World of Wonder. So I would give Jessica the crown. All right? Let me know what you guys think down below. And well, babies, I quit. RuPaul, I quit.
Ain't no personal